back to our separation technique series. This extract is from Jam Remix. We are going to be using different extracts, different books with past questions. We'll treat them. So number 33, the chromatographic separation of ink is based on the ability of the component to move at different speed, option D. 34, which of the following is a physical change? Physical change, option B, freezing of ice cream. Freezing of ice cream is a physical change. 35, when a solid substance disappears completely as a gas on heating, the substance is said to have undergo, option D, sublimation. 35, 6, a chemical reaction is always associated with a change in the volume, formation of new substance. This is option D. For chemical reaction, there's a formation of new substance and it is not easily reversible. You will jot that down. 37, the property used in the industrial preparation of nitrogen is the boiling point. Boiling point. Nitrogen and oxygen. Remember, I will say boiling point. Boiling point. Option D. 38, a heterogeneous mixture can be defined as any mixture which components are not uniform. Which components are not uniform, or let's see, which composition is not uniform. Which composition is uniform? No, which is not uniform, option B. That's 38. Let's look for 39. This question 39. Sugar is separated from its impurities by, the best way to actually separate sugar is crystallization, option D. Now, I would like us to jot down this point. Crystallization helps to separate items that cannot withstand heat. Next, evaporation helps to separate items with high heat resistance. Next, sublimation. We've talked about sublimation. Fractional distillation helps to separate items with difference in boiling point. Sieving helps to separate items with different sizes. Separating funnel separates items that are immiscible or different in density. And that's that for that. We'll continue with our question number 40. 39 is D. 40, the order in which a mixture of sand, ammonium chloride, and sodium chloride. They repeated this question again. Sublimation, dissolution, filtration, and this one now is the complete one. Note, my wrist pigeon. Sodium chloride are your normal salt. If you mistakenly pour salt inside sand, the first thing you need to do, you need to add water. Then you can't wait. The sand will can't go down. You can't filter out the water way there at the top. That water you can't heat them. Then if you heat the water will come out. Your salt will can't remain. So when they ask this question again, the order in which a mixture of sand, ammonium chloride, and sodium chloride. So the one I just talked now for sand and sodium chloride. But since you get ammonium chloride, first sublimation, then dissolution when you add water, then you filter it, then you go evaporate them. This one are the most complete one since they treat this chapter. Number 40 na A. 41. A difference between chemical and physical change is that a new substance is formed. That's the main difference. That's 41. Let's go to look for 42. Yes, 42. A mixture of petrol and water can best be separated through petrol and water. No, they mix, and things we know they mix, you go use separating funnel, option B. Chromatography. Chlorophyll obtained from green leaves of a plant can be shown to be composed of more than one color component by chromatography. 43 is option C. 44. In countries where temperature falls below 273, salt is always sprinkled on the icy road in order to the salt is sprinkled to lower the melting point of the ice, option A. 45. A mixture of sugar and sulfur can best be separated by, option C, dissolution in water, filtration and evaporation. A mixture of sugar and sulfur, you go use dissolution in water, filtration and evaporation. 45 na C. This is because the dissolution, sugar will dissolve in water, okay? Sulfur no dey dissolve in water, even steam. Next, you go filter sugar out, leave sulfur behind. Then to remove the sugar, you go heat evaporation. You go heat out the water. Water go come out. Then you go get your sugar back. You understand? So dissolution, filtration, and evaporation, option C. That's 46 now. 45 is option C. 46. Which of the following is a physical change? Freezing of ice cream is a physical change. 47. Which of the following is an example of a mixture? Mixture. Sand is the compound. Blood is a mixture. 47. Blood is a mixture. blood doesn't have a chemical formula. 48. The principle of column chromatography is based on the ability of constituents to move at different speed in a column. Option D. 49. Which of the following method can be used to obtain pure water from a mixture of sand, they go again, water and methanoic acid? First, neutralization. After you've neutralized this, first neutralization, then you get salt and more water, then dissolution, then then distillation. So 49 is option B here, neutralization with sodium hydroxide followed by distillation. But the process is, since you get sand and water, a mixture of sand, water and methanoic acid, neutralization, then followed by distillation. Distillation can now help you, they say, obtain pure water. You remove methanoic acid, then you get water at 100 degrees Celsius. Question 50. The presence of 49, I said, is option B. 50. The presence of an impurity in a substance will cause the melting point to, write this down, option B. Impurity causes melting point to reduce and causes boiling point to increase, option C. 51. A mixture is different from a compound because, option A, its constituents are, a mixture is different from a compound. The constituents of mixtures are chemically bound together, while those of mixtures are not. Option A. 51 is option A. 51 is option A. Now, I'd like us to draw a table and write compound and mixture. Compounds are homogeneous. Number 2, under compound, they have same proportion or same constituents. Number 3, they are expressed in terms of chemical formula. Number 4, the constituent of individual constituents, they lose their identity. While go on to mixture. Mixtures are either homogeneous or heterogeneous. Mixture do not have specific ratio. They cannot be expressed in terms of chemical formula, and their constituents, their individual constituents, still retains their identity. Those are the major differences between the both of them. I think let's add more. The properties of compound would be different from the initial properties of each component. Next, the components are chemically bound together. And lastly, the components are not easily separated. That's under compound. Then go back under mixture. The properties are a sum of the component. Next, the components are not bound together chemically. And lastly, the component can be easily separated. Next, question 52. The presence of impurities in a solid will make the melting point to decrease. So 52. Impurities makes melting point decrease. Impurity makes melting point decrease. It's like question 50. And it increases boiling point. 53. The process whereby a gaseous body loses some of its kinetic energy to a colder body is referred to as, 53 is option A, melting. 53 is option A, condensation. So something is gaseous. Now it's changing to become a liquid. It's condensation. Remember when we started this chapter, we said from gaseous to liquid is called condensation. From liquid to gaseous form is called vaporization. So let's go back, Let's go back and complete the last question. Not yet done, that was a mistake. Condensation, 53 is condensation. 54, the separation techniques that is based on the principle of solubility of one solid in two immiscible liquid is called precipitation. 54 is precipitation, option C. Now, should you have questions as regards these chapters, I would like you to drop your question in the comment section. So what is actually precipitation? Precipitation is like having two items that are agreeable. I want to use that word. So two items you get is just like two female friends. They be friends, they live together. Then one guy can come marry one of them out. You get that guy now don't come precipitate one of the friends out. So precipitation is, let's read the question again. Separation technique that is based on the principle of solubility of a solid in two miscible. So these two miscible now are those two female friends. Then a solid will come remove one of them. This is called precipitation. Precipitation. Now, if you have more questions or you go need more clarity about precipitation, drop your question in the comment section or send your question to the WhatsApp group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.